Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The Energy Minister, John Peter Mewu, has told Joy Business that government has served notice to more than 15 oil exploration companies to punish or revoke their licenses if they fail to meet the requirements of the exploration license given them. He said this will pave way for government to have these blocks and develop them or give them out to different investors who have interest in working in Ghana. Mr. Mewu indicated that some licenses will expire before the end of the year.
At the expiration of the exploration period, these blocks, of course, will revert back to government, and the PC is doing a very good job, and we're trying to collate that data. Some of them are ending this year, some early next year. So government is taking up back these blocks, and repackage them for other companies that will be interested. Yeah.
Ultimately, how many of these companies are we looking at?
A number of them. We're talking at least not less than 15. Not less than 15. Yeah.
Have you communicated with them?
Of course, they are aware, and the contract really spelled out what is expected to be done. And they know that at the end of the exploration period, if they've not achieved their minimum work obligations, nobody is going to go and give them another renewal, of course, because there is nothing to show that they have the capability to execute the job. So why do you allow this speculative nature when they keep on holding on the block? We're not going to allow that.
Meanwhile, the Energy Minister has been explaining why two oil giants, BP and Exxon Mobil, pulled out of the bidding and licensing round in the Western Bloc.
They pull out of the competitive. But what is interesting is that they withdrew. For instance, Exxon Mobil withdrew basically on the premises that they wanted to concentrate on what they have now. Already, they have a PA. Exxon Mobil, British Petroleum, BP, they want to concentrate in Qatar because they are already negotiating with us on the Qatar. But currently we have about 16 to 18 of them that are moved from the competitive stage to negotiation. What it means is that most of them are more interested in negotiation than also going into a competitive bidding process. And that is why we all gathered here to see what are some of the lapses. I mean, this engagement is very important. You can see the joy in the faces of all the people. It's to be done now as quickly as possible so that we can amend where the differences are and move together, as a country.
In other news, the country's total debt stock has hit 198 billion cedis ending March this year after witnessing some significant increase over 4 months. There's more in this report.
The Bank of Ghana's economic and financial data released last Friday after it met to review the health of the economy showed that from November 2018 to March this year, the debt stock went up by some 22 billion Ghana cedis. The 189 billion debt stock represents about 58% of the total value of the economy. Sources say the increase in the debt stock over the past 4 months can be attributed to the city's recent depreciation, the $3 billion Eurobond, and what sources close to government are describing as exchange losses. On the general economy, total earnings from the exports of gold, cocoa, and oil ending April this year stood at $5.3 billion. This was about $1 million down from what we got in the same period in 2017. The country, however, spent $4.1 billion to finance its imports. Our international reserves as at the end of April was $9.3 billion, while the Bank of Ghana puts the city's rate of depreciation against the dollar at around 5.7% as at the end of May this year. On the banking sector, there was a lot to be excited about as deposits and credit to the private sector continue to increase, while loans that the banks fear would not be paid back on time was also going down.
And we are just getting word that the Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank has maintained the policy rate at 16%. We have more of that coming up on the marketplace at the top of the hour. It's back to you, Daniel.
Thanks, Darryl. And I know you're having a great day already after Multimedia performed as the Joy Sports invitation over the weekend. But anyway, it's time now for sports coming up now.